If you've been going to the gym and grinding out sets of 8 to 15 reps every single session, you're building muscle. That's not a bad thing, but there's a good chance you've been accidentally training for muscle when you think you're training for strength. Those are not the same goal. They don't even use the same energy system. And knowing the difference will completely change how you train. Strength is a skill. That's the part most people never hear. When you get stronger, genuinely maximal strength stronger, what's actually improving is your nervous system. Your brain is getting better at recruiting muscle fibers, better at firing them in sequence, better at generating maximum force in a single effort. A powerlifter who looks smaller than a bodybuilder can move far more weight. Not because of muscle size, because of neuromuscular efficiency. Their nervous system has been trained to produce maximum output. That's a skill you train on purpose with a specific method. The energy system behind strength is the phosphagen system. This is your explosive power battery, your phosphocreatine stores. When you need maximum force for 10 to 15 seconds, a heavy squat, a deadlift attempt, a clean, that's phosphagen. It is the most powerful energy system in your body and also the shortest lasting. After 10 to 15 seconds at maximum effort, it's depleted. Done. And here is the absolute non-negotiable of strength training. You cannot rush the recharge. Give the phosphagen system 2 to 3 full minutes of rest and it rebuilds almost completely. That's the biochemistry, not an opinion. Cut that rest short and you go into your next set with 50 to 60% of your capacity. You'll still complete the set, but you'll complete it with lighter weight, worse mechanics, and no real strength adaptation. You'll be training your work capacity, not your maximum strength. If you want to get stronger, you need to let the battery fully recharge between every set. This is the biggest mistake in strength training. People set a timer for 90 seconds, feel recovered because they're not breathing hard, and go again. But the cardiovascular system recovers faster than the phosphagen system. Your heart rate can normalize in 90 seconds. Your phosphocreatine stores are not rebuilt in 90 seconds. You need 3 minutes, sometimes 3.5 or 4 for your heaviest sets. The rest is not optional, it's the training. The rep ranges matter just as much. To train the phosphagen system and build maximal strength, you need to work in the 1 to 5 rep range at 80 to 90% of your maximum. These loads force the nervous system to recruit as many high threshold motor units as possible. They demand full motor unit recruitment and maximum firing rate. That's what drives strength adaptation. Sets of 8, 10, 12, those are fine for muscle, but the nervous system doesn't get pushed the same way. The load simply isn't heavy enough to force that maximum recruitment pattern. The movements that matter most for strength are the big compound exercises: squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press, barbell row. These recruit the most muscle mass, put the most demand on the nervous system, and transfer to real-world strength more than any isolation work. You can add accessories, curls, triceps work, single leg stuff, but the foundation of a strength day is compound, bilateral, heavy. Here's what a real strength day looks like. You warm up with progressively heavier sets to prime the nervous system without fatiguing it. Then you hit 2 or 3 top-end sets at your working weight, 85 to 90% of max, for 2 to 4 reps each. 3 full minutes of rest between every single set. Maybe you follow that with 1 or 2 supplemental compound lifts, same rep range, same full rest. The whole session might only have 12 to 18 total working reps. That's intentional. You're not trying to accumulate volume, you're training maximum force production. Common mistakes: too many reps. Anything above 5 in a strength set means the load wasn't heavy enough or the system is already fatigued. Too little rest. If you're going in under 2 minutes, you're training glycolytic, not phosphagen. Treating strength day like a conditioning workout, keeping the heart rate elevated, moving fast, minimal rest. That's the exact opposite of what strength adaptation requires. And neglecting the phosphagen system entirely, which is what most gym goers do. They train glycolytic exclusively and wonder why their lifts don't go up even as their muscle grows. If you've been lifting for a year or more and your 1 rep max hasn't improved much, you've probably never actually trained the Phosphagen system the right way. One strength-focused day per week, built around heavy compound lifts, 3-minute rest periods, 1 to 5 reps. That's it. Add that into your training and you'll see your lifts move in a way that 8 to 12 rep work never produced. The next video in this series is about the glycolytic system, exactly how to train for muscle, what rep ranges, what rest periods, and what the common mistakes look like there. Subscribe and stay on it. The Swole Journal has a full 12-week program built around all 3 energy systems with daily logs for strength, hypertrophy, and oxidative work. Links in the description. Let's get to work.